Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on You're Not Alone. You already know what to do. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I hate the female attraction that you will get on this practice. Now, when I first started making videos, you guys would see me, I would get on here. Whenever I would talk about a female attraction story, I would talk about it with a certain intrigue. I would be mesmerized. I would be like, man, this is amazing. I would talk about it with so much excitement. And nowadays, I'm starting to realize that woman attraction thing, man, it's just really burnt out. You get me? In the I previous 2 or 4 or 5 videos, I don't know which one I said it, but I said it in there. I've transcended the woman attraction to the point where when another shift kind of happens, because they say every 30 days, like it gets stronger. I don't even be paying attention to like the days anymore to be like, oh, is it going to get stronger? Is it going to get stronger? The only time I really kind of like pay a mind if a girl just approaches me or does something that I've kind of never like really received before. But the reason I hate the woman attraction is because one, when you stay on this journey of semen retention, you're going to realize that you don't want to do it for the woman attraction. You're going to start being very locked in. Your masculine aura, that testosterone within yourself is going to push you to want to be your best version and for you to accomplish your life mission on this planet. Women are a distraction. I'm going to say that over and over again. Women are a distraction. Now, a good woman, a great girlfriend, a person that you can consider to be a wife one day, that could be an add-on and actually help you in life, because now you're very motivated to not just do good for yourself, but to do good for your partner. But when you are first hopping on semen retention, a lot of these girls aren't it. And it's going to throw off a lot of guys because a lot of guys are only getting on it for the female attraction. I can't even just tell these guys to be like, yo, don't worry about the woman attraction, because I was the same way. And all you other guys that comment on these videos as well saying, don't worry about the woman attraction. You guys were at a point too in your journey where you were just kind of concerned about that. So I don't think it's cool to come at other guys when that's what they're kind of focused on. All I can say is that you should more so be focused on your purpose, and hopefully that plants a seed. Because a lot of girls, like when you first start hopping on semen retention, the girls that you're starting to attract is a lot of succubus and a lot of Jezebels. And to the guy that's not really experienced on that, they're going to be like, this is what's going to happen. They're going to hop on semen retention. In 2 weeks, they get some woman attraction. In a month, they probably have girls trying to get with them. And when they get with them, and it's kind of what happened to me too. It might be a succubus, and that whole thing, they're probably going to make you believe that this person is going to be with you forever, and then it's going to go south, and then you're back at square one. You're back at fighting your traumas again. You're back at like gooning because now you need something to cope with the pain. So yeah, I'm telling you guys not to focus on it, focus on your purpose. But another reason why you shouldn't focus on the woman attraction is because this day and age, a lot of women are just playing games. You are now being in a top 1% of men, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Guys out there, they're not doing this at all. You don't believe me? Try to talk about this in person. Try to talk about this, like go on an experiment. Go out there and every man you meet today, try to talk to him about it and see who resonates with you. And then come back with the percentage for me. But because you are in the top 1%, a lot of girls are looking at you like, oh, who is this? Like, what does he have going for him? Like, I don't understand it, but I am attracted to this person. A lot of women, especially the modern woman, they just want ego validation boost. If they can get this guy to pursue them, to try to get them on a date, to like an Instagram picture, to comment, they feel good about that. Low vibrational people, that's how they feel good. They have to take the energy from other people. And that's one way they could suck your energy, by wasting your time, by you showing them that you want to be with them. And then that just gives them like, oh, that means I'm a high value woman, but it doesn't. You probably just met a recent retainer and he is lonely and now he wants to do whatever he can. He wants to latch onto the first female that kind of gives him attention. So to all guys that watch my channel, if the female attraction thing even exists, that's not even a question anymore. By now, you watching my videos, you should know it's definitely a real thing. But that's why I hate it, because I always repeat this in previous videos as well. But I would love semen retention if it was like this. You hop on semen retention, you get the attraction, you get the girl. Like there's no other like these nuances, this black and white in between. But the world doesn't work that way. as crazy and mystical as semen retention sounds, you are still dealing with human nature. And female nature on top of that, female nature is very fickle. A female could feel one way for you today and just change her mind tomorrow. If you don't have proper game, and guys hate when I say this on there, some guys think that just by having semen retention, you could get any girl you want. It does not work like that. You are in the real world. Of course, when you are on it for a longer period of time, you start attracting girls that you probably never would have gotten. But attracting a girl is just one step of the puzzle. You have to attract them. You have to maintain attraction. You have to be able to court them, all these different things. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to attract a 10 out of 10, blow it, and then send yourself back into depression. I don't think this practice should be used to put yourself back into depression. And that's what a lot of these girls is going to bring to you. So that's why I kind of hate it as well, because also being vulnerable with you guys, like sometimes I fall into that as well. I have been on this practice for 5-6 months. I have been like, bro, like this is the longest I've ever went without releasing. So sometimes when really cute girls that I never thought I could ever attract come into my vicinity and promise me this certain thing, that's why I fall into it. And then I have to kind of like go through all the thought process of like, what the fuck was that? You get me? And my bad for cursing. I just really want guys to get it out here that you should not be doing this for the woman attraction. It is cool when you go out there and when you start seeing stares, it's good for an ego boost. But man, I'm like, I don't know how else to explain it to you. Like, I was doing a one-on-one call the other day and I was just really trying to convince this guy that you shouldn't focus on girls. And he was just saying, but I'm lonely. I need to, I want somebody in my life, and I get it. I do understand that. But not to sound cliche, like what all these dating coaches be saying, but be patient. Like a better life is coming for you. You stay on semen retention and you lock in for like the next 5 years. I know it sounds like a lot, but you never know where your life can really go. Like this practice is not something to play with. Like the 5-6 months that I've been on it, I've seen my whole life do a 180. So I'm trying to see how much longer it's going to, how much better it's going to look if I stay on it for another year or a year or two. And I just know that the longer you sacrifice, the more it's going to come into your vicinity. And I'm starting to see that the woman attraction, I am now under the conclusion that it's just tests from the universe or from God. They're like, you're on camera, you're saying all these different things, you're saying you want this, you want that. But how do I know you're really being serious? Let me throw a pretty face in your direction, and let's see if you take the bait. And sometimes I pass the test and I notice the elevation, and sometimes I'm just human at the end of the day. Have I relapsed? No. If I potentially went with one of these girls that promised me a life like that, probably. So that probably is God or universe protection to make sure that I don't do what I'm not supposed to be doing. And now I'm here telling you guys as well, do not focus on woman attraction. Will I make more woman attraction stories in the future? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I make those videos to grant awareness to guys that this is actually a real thing. And how I tell stories and how I break down things, you guys can get the vibe that I'm not lying and I'm not capping. But yeah, man, you guys really have to just stay locked in on your goals. And I hate saying that because it just sounds so cliche, like just stay locked in on your goals. You're a man, you're supposed to be doing this. But we know what we're supposed to be doing, but sometimes the things we know we're supposed to be doing is the hardest. And why make it even harder by throwing a girl into your space? And trust me, I'm not one to say don't date at all when you're on semen retention. Like I do date around here and there, but don't be willing to try to wipe the first girl that's promising you this crazy life. And don't think that every girl that comes your way is going to be good for you. I preach succubus and succubus, Jezebels, that's a real thing. A lot of things out here just want your energy. And it's not just energy vampires. It's a lot. It's a lot. Recognize that you being on this journey, when you step out there, something is trying to steal your energy. And you have to be conscious of it, that it's happening. And as a guy, if someone could get you off your balance and get you to act emotionally, that's when you've already failed, because they're going to put you into a frame of the emotional world to make you do things that you don't even know that you're aware of. But I'm going on a whole spiel right there. If you guys found any value within this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.